He was revered across civilizations as the first teacher and simply the philosopher, yet almost everything he wrote for the world was never meant to be read. How did one mind shape 2,000 years of human thought? In the year 384 BC, in the quiet coastal city of Stagira, northern Greece, a legend was born. Aristotle entered a world of ancient wonders, a child of the classical period. Though the shadows of history conceal much of his earliest days, the rugged landscapes and crashing seas of his homeland forged the spirit of a relentless seeker. From these humble shores, a mind would emerge that would one day reshape the very fabric of human understanding. Young Aristotle was born into a family of privilege and purpose. His father, Nicomachus, was a respected physician, instilling in his son a deep curiosity for the natural world and the hidden mechanics of life. But tragedy struck early. Nicomachus died when Aristotle was merely a child, leaving a profound void. Yet, even in absence, his father's legacy of inquiry lived on, planting a fierce, unyielding desire within the boy to seek truth. Orphaned by his father's passing, young Aristotle was raised by a guardian, stepping into a world of solitude and reflection. Without the direct guidance of his father, the boy turned to the universe itself as his teacher. He observed the shifting stars, the complexity of animals, and the rhythm of the seasons. This formative period of solitary wandering built the unshakable resilience of a boy destined to challenge the absolute boundaries of human thought. Though tragedy struck early when his father Nicomachus died, leaving him to be raised by a guardian, Aristotle's thirst for knowledge could not be quenched. At just 18 years old, he journeyed to the glittering city of Athens, walking through the grand gates of Plato's academy. Here, surrounded by the greatest minds of the era, the young seeker devoted himself to learning, absorbing every philosophical doctrine he could find. For nearly 2 decades, Aristotle immersed himself in the academy, studying under the legendary Plato. He wasn't just a student, he was a fierce thinker, challenging ideas and forging his own path. But in 347 BC, devastation struck. Plato died, and without his mentor, Athens became a battleground of political tension. Aristotle was forced to leave the only academic home he had ever known, stepping out into an uncertain world. Stripped of his academic sanctuary, Aristotle faced a profound struggle. Yet, true greatness is forged in adversity. Exiled from Athens, he traveled, observing the natural world and gathering wisdom. His brilliant mind caught the attention of King Philip II of Macedon, who requested Aristotle to tutor his son, Alexander. In this remote kingdom, Aristotle began to synthesize the scattered philosophies of the past into a powerful, unified vision. But greatness is never forged without profound trial. When Plato died, the academy drifted away from the very foundations it was built upon. Aristotle, now 37, was overlooked for leadership. Exiled from the intellectual home he had known for 2 decades, he faced the ultimate setback. The doors of the academy closed behind him. He had lost his mentor, his community, and his purpose. Yet, this devastating expulsion forced him to find his own voice. Forced from Athens, Aristotle journeyed across the Aegean Sea to the rugged shores of Asia Minor. Here, he faced political turbulence and the constant threat of war. Stripped of his academic sanctuary, he could have surrendered to obscurity. Instead, he turned exile into expedition. Immersing himself in the natural world, he studied the intricate wonders of marine life. In the rolling tides, the grieving scholar transformed into an empirical pioneer, discovering truths hidden beneath the waves. Then came the ultimate turning point. Summoned by King Philip II, Aristotle traveled to the wilds of Macedon to tutor a young, untamed prince named Alexander. He was tasked with shaping the mind of a future conqueror. Despite the immense pressure, Aristotle poured his soul into the challenge. He prepared Alexander not just to rule, but to think. From the fires of exile, Aristotle forged a bond that would change the world forever. In the heart of Athens, Aristotle founded the Lyceum, a beacon of intellectual pursuit. Here, he established a vast library and produced hundreds of groundbreaking works. He didn't just teach, he invented entirely new ways of thinking. Aristotle created the earliest known systematic study of logic, turning human thought into a rigorous science. Every deduction, every proof, every structured argument we use today traces its roots back to this extraordinary breakthrough. When the ancient world fell into darkness, Aristotle's ideas kept the flame of knowledge alive. His physical sciences shaped the world from late antiquity through the Renaissance. During the Middle Ages, his brilliance illuminated both Judeo-Islamic philosophies and Christian theology. Medieval Muslim scholars revered him as the first teacher, while Christian scholars like Thomas Aquinas simply called him the philosopher. His wisdom became the very foundation upon which centuries of progress were built. Though his physical theories were eventually replaced during the Enlightenment, his legacy remains utterly indestructible. He is celebrated as the first scientist, the pioneer who taught humanity how to ask the right questions. Today, his ethics are experiencing a powerful resurgence through modern virtue ethics. Aristotle's methods of inquiry shaped the modern world, and his spirit of relentless curiosity still invites us to look deeper, think harder, and reach for our highest potential. Stepping out from Plato's shadow, Aristotle forged his own extraordinary path. While his teacher looked up to the heavens for perfect forms, Aristotle looked intimately at the earth beneath his feet. He believed the ultimate truth wasn't floating in the sky. It was hidden in the intricate details of nature, waiting to be uncovered. Walking through the Lyceum, he taught that to truly understand our world, we must first observe it. At the core of his inner world was the belief in logic and reason. He created the first systematic study of logic, giving humanity the very tools of thought. But his mind didn't stop at cold logic. It blossomed into virtue ethics. Aristotle reflected that our highest purpose isn't just to think, but to act with excellence. True happiness, he insisted, comes from living a life of virtue and purposeful action. In his quiet moments of reflection, Aristotle understood the weight of his life's work. He had built a bridge between abstract thought and the physical universe, setting the groundwork for all modern science. Long after his death, he was revered as the first teacher and simply the philosopher. His profound legacy reminds us that the pursuit of wisdom is the greatest adventure a human mind can embark upon. In his final years, Aristotle fled Athens, refusing to let the city sin twice against philosophy. He died in 322 BC, but his legacy was only beginning. His vast library and unpublished notes survived, becoming the bedrock of Western thought. For centuries, he was revered as the first teacher by Islamic scholars and simply the philosopher by Christian theologians. Today, his systematic logic and pursuit of knowledge still echo, proving that a mind seeking truth can illuminate forever. Aristotle taught us that the pursuit of knowledge is the path to a meaningful life. Like him, you hold the power to question, learn, and shape your world. If this story moved you, like this video and subscribe for more stories of extraordinary lives.